Some mobile games harm the reputation of all of them. If you're skeptical, just give them a try and you'll be disproven. There are 3 possible outcomes when browsing games on any app store. Obvious time wasters, promising games ruined by microtransactions, and the rare hidden treasure of a mobile game. You might find it difficult to select which game to download with so many available. I'm going to look at some of the top mobile games available right now on iOS and Android in this list. These games cover a broad range of genres. If you haven't played Oxenfree in the many years it has been available, download it now and prepare to regret it. There aren't enough people who have tried this atmospheric, cinematic, story-driven indie gem. You take on the role of Alex, a teenager involved in a paranormal investigation on a scary island. Exploration and dynamic interaction, where the player can have unrestricted conversations with different characters, make up the experience. Try Oxenfree and solve the mystery if you like coming-of-age tale.
Jesus, Ren, are you...
Talk through child.
There are many puzzle games available on mobile marketplaces, but Monument Valley and its sequel are among the most unique offerings in the category. Simple basic idea. You must lead the heroes from one end of the level to the other. However, each level contains a variety of tricky optical illusions that make it feel like a living MC Escher work. The presentation of the game only enhances the delightful brain teaser that is navigating these mazes. If you think that smartphone puzzle games are starting to seem the same, the series is absolutely worth checking out. The sequel to the adored Mia Velis action RPG Cat Quest is called Cat Quest 2. Where the first game left off, Cat Quest 2 continues with your cat hero and a dog partner out to save the day in the Falingard and Lupus Empire. A very colorful role-playing game, Cat Quest 2 can be played alone or with a friend while traveling. While attempting to save the day, you can complete a variety of objectives, fill your inventory with loot, and, of course, take down a number of cartoonish baddies. Cat Quest 2 is quite well made and a lot of fun. The puzzle platformer Gris has the look and feel of a hand-drawn animated movie. The story is left up for interpretation, but the gameplay centers on a young woman named Gris navigating fantastic watercolor worlds. Although there are many excellent platformers available for mobile devices, Gris stands out for having excellent music and animation. Put on some headphones, get comfortable, and allow Gris to wash over you. It's a game that you'll play again and again, which is getting harder and harder to discover on mobile devices. Fantasian is a Japanese RPG that can only be found on Apple Arcade and completely destroys other mobile RPGs. You won't run into any microtransactions because it's exclusive to Apple Arcade, which would break the immersion. Fantasian is a fantastic game if you enjoy Final Fantasy video games. Mistwalker Corporation, which was founded by Final Fantasy creator Hironobu Sakaguchi, developed the mobile game. Nobuo Uematsu, who also created the music for the series, also wrote the game's soundtrack. There is no need to introduce League of Legends. If you enjoy the game, you're likely aware of Wild Rift, which is essentially a mobile version of it. This would suggest that they are rather comparable, which makes sense. It's interesting to see that Wild Rift was completely reconstructed. Wild Rift was redesigned since the original League of Legends couldn't be played on mobile devices. For the most part, the game is still totally free and entertaining, making it essential for all lovers of the original.
On my way. Turret lost. On my way.
Your mobile device will receive an action game for the ages with Dead Cells. The Metroidvania gameplay offers a ton of depth while still being easily accessible and addictive, which keeps you coming back to it. With each death, players in Dead Cells gain access to upgraded equipment and new skills as they battle their way through a challenging dungeon. You'll constantly want to return for another run of the game, due to its tough challenge and the fact that each new life has a new dungeon. You probably already know what Among Us is. When it was originally introduced, this game took the world by storm and became a favorite among friends. This global sensation is also cost-free on mobile. You may now play Among Us on the go with your buddies. Fortunately, the Among Us mobile app is cross-platform, so you can play with others even if they only have the PC version. It's difficult to find a shooter on a mobile device that isn't terrible, or something you already have on a console. But occasionally, all you want to do is play a shooter on your phone, and this satisfies that need. Shadowgun Legends is what you would get if you mixed up every looter shooter and added Halo, Destiny, and Fortnite as garnish. Although the text boxes and premium currency adverts first make it look annoying, it offers every feature a shooter lover could need. It contains co-op, PvP, single-player quests, unexpectedly good graphics, and great gameplay for mobile devices. It obviously has a shelf life for players who are unwilling to pay real money for premium currency, but the progression system douses players in enough treasure to keep them returning regardless. The last one is Vampire Survivors, another recent game. This one was first made available for mobile devices in December 2022. Roguelike game Vampire Survivors challenges you to battle waves of foes. Especially if you have been playing for a while, the game can become quite chaotic. The complete game of Vampire Survivors is available on mobile devices. You won't be able to access the DLC right now, but that could change in the future. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below.